so the fact that people just don't care, they just don't care. And they purposefully try to create problems and try to damage and harm trees and the environment. It baffles me at the stupidity of some people, that they do not realize that the trees are the things that are giving us oxygen. Everything working in a system. It's perfectly orchestrated for our survival. And then to have people who just flip the middle finger at it and say, yeah, well, I don't care. And I feel like that is the energy of the world right now. We do care. And the people who have sat in silence and have been dumbfounded by this stupidity we've had enough. And that we are just now in positions where we need to start calling it out. Call it out for what it is. And don't just look the other way. June the 17th, 2025. With the dogs, obviously. And I came upon this area where people have set up a makeshift campfire and a number of trees are burned, and it is so hard not to get sucked into this. For me, anyway, I instantly have this anger, and I'm mystified as well at the level of callousness. Again, that word keeps coming up. This callousness about how self-centered you can be to put your needs above the needs of nature and all of the animals who are relying and depending on these trees as homes, as their very survival. And FYI, for the people who are not thinking and maybe don't have a thought to think, and yes, that's judgmental, and it's meant to be, because it is so dry here and so many places around the world that it only takes one little spark and it's all destroyed. And there's no way for any fire crew to keep up, to put it out and to save it. And so the fact that people just don't care, they just don't care. And they purposefully try to create problems and try to damage and harm trees and the environment. It baffles me at the stupidity of some people, that they do not realize that the trees are the things that are giving us oxygen. Everything working in a system. It's perfectly orchestrated for our survival. And then to have people who just flip the middle finger at it and say, yeah, well, I don't care. And I feel like that is the energy of the world right now. We do care. And the people who have sat in silence and have been dumbfounded by this stupidity we've had enough. And that we are just now in positions where we need to start calling it out. Call it out for what it is. And so coming across a place like this, which often happens, people who just use it as a dumping ground, as an area where, you know, they have no responsibilities, is so shocking to me. Those are the people I do not want to know. Those are the people that I pray for karma. I pray for justice to come their way. I 100% believe that it will, and I don't need to see it. I just want people to recognize that nature is going to take back her planet. And guess who's not a part of that? Guess who's an uninvited visitor? Humanity. So maybe people should just, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. And stop just thinking about yourself. And the only way that the people who do think about themselves will wake up is when they're forced. And it won't be by someone else, because then that only creates more resistance, more anger, more of a push-pull, more of a, power over dynamic. It's nature will take its course. Nature will balance the scales. This is what I'm talking about, the ignorance. Look at how dry it is here. And someone thinks that putting up a few little blocks and a few little bricks is going to stop that from spreading. How fucking stupid are you? Like, actually, how stupid are you? And let me tell you, this tree feels it. Just makes me sick. It just makes no sense to me. And lots of times trees are hit by lightning, or they will start on fire and they burn themselves out, or thankfully we do have wildfire crews that are able to come and stop or interrupt it from spreading. But why be a part of the problem instead of part of the solution? Honestly, and look at how disgusting are you? So disgusting. On the way here, I saw someone dumped a massive bin of garbage. Someone else hid a bunch of mattresses. Or when I say hid, I mean literally just drove barely off the road. This is not your place to be doing this. The irresponsibility and the lack of accountability is just so disturbing. It's everywhere. And look at the situation we're in because of it. I want my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren and my great-great-grandchildren, if that opportunity arises, to have somewhere to go like this, to listen to the birds, to listen to the crickets and the grass, to bring their pets, to go for walks, to breathe in fresh air, to contemplate the universe, to receive tree wisdom and nature spirits engaging with them, to have insects doing their part and wildlife playing their part. And then you have humanity just plowing over it all. Not working with, not keeping things in balance, but just taking. So from one energetic light being to another, in my position of our vibrational battle, I know you're out there. I know you're doing your part, because I can feel it. I can feel your work. I can feel your intensity and your purposefulness, your focus and intention on creating a more harmonious environment. I will keep doing what I'm doing. You keep doing what you're doing. And together we are making a difference. So until next time, stay safe and stay connected, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.